Greetings and salutations, YouTube. Fryo Chuck here. It is time for the Big 12 title game. Right, number 5 ranked Utah. I think we're ready. I don't know. I don't know if we're the second best team in the Big 12. This has kind of been a year where the Big 12 just kind of beat up on itself, like it does in basketball all the time, and I think it will do pretty frequently football now. Let's go over their roster. So quarterback, they've got Cameron Rising. He's an 89 overall, so that's gonna be fun. Halfback, Micah Bernard and Jalen Glover, 2 solid, and Anthony Woods, 3 solid halfbacks. Wide receiver, they've got Dorian Singer, Damian Alford, Money Parks, Munir McLean. Tight end, got a good tight end room. This is going to be tough. They have any outstanding defensive players? Van Fillinger, Connor O'Toole, Junior Tafuna, Kareem Reed. Yeah, they've got a good team. It's going to be a tough matchup. We'll see how it goes. Let's not delay. Let's hop in. So they are technically the home team. It's not really a home matchup for either of these teams. We're playing at Jerry's World.
Welcome everybody to what should be a memorable experience for everybody here in the building. The Big 12 Championship game has a history of wild, dramatic finishes, and based on this matchup today, we could be in for another one. There's a lot more at stake than a championship trophy here today. There's playoff positioning and potentially just getting into the playoff on the line as well. So the stakes have never been higher. As we'll see the number 18 team in the country, the West Virginia Mountaineers, taking on the 5th-ranked team, the Utah Utes. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Chris Fowler, joined here in the booth by Kirk Herbstreit. Kirk, let's get to the action on the field.
All-State Big 12 title game at AT&T Stadium in Arlington, Texas, not Arlington, Virginia. I feel like that distinction needs to be made.
The kickoff team is out there, and here we go. A conference championship
And the kick is up,
on the line right now.
and we are underway here.
Inside the 5. He'll be tackled at the 18. That's good coverage there. So the West
Liberty
Virginia
beat Kennesaw State,
football first here today.
so it looks like they will be
Quarterback takes the field.
in the playoffs.
See how he plays today. There's a certain gravity about him. You can tell from the warm-up song the way the team responds and rallies around him. Can he come through on a big stage here?
Yeah, this guy is their Superman. And when that opening kickoff is kicked up into the air, his cape goes on. He sets everything into place, gets the offense out of jams, does it in pressure situations. He's the arms and legs of this offensive system, but also the heart of this team.
Very underutilized fullback.
Heads out of bounds after a solid gain, more than enough to pick up a first down.
Oh, never mind. He's a tight end.
This is why running the football is so important. You run the ball and then you go play action. It affects the eyes.
Underutilized. He is. I didn't even know what position he played.
Frees up some space for the
Either way,
defense
first
to
down.
pick up a nice gain.
And they're going to get to Donaldson 4 yards behind the line of scrimmage.
We all kind of get caught up.
2nd and 14 now.
What is an offense doing on 3rd down? But I think what's also important is how well you defend first down. If you
Just dropped by Traylon Davis. 3rd and 14.
tackle for a loss, you throw the offense out of whack, and their game plan gets much more challenging to try to come up with that first down.
Lets it go quickly. Oh, it's picked off. What a play. He's got some room and some blockers here.
Green does come away with the tackle, but we are
Great return after the pick.
turn the ball over, and Utah gets it at the 24.
Rhythm, run the ball, couple passes, and this one backfires. Poor decision by the quarterback. That's 100% on him. And this defense now gives their own offense great field position here to get points on the board.
First down play call. How aggressive will it be? The offense with some pre-snap eye candy. Offense will keep it on the ground
tackles galore. Touchdown on Utah's first play. They are going to take a lead here, and we're playing from behind.
Your defense sets you up in great field position. You're not looking for a field goal. You're looking for a touchdown. Give the credit to this offense for being aggressive and punching it in.
Kickoff team on the field getting set now. He's going to return it from near the goal line. He'll be tackled at the 17. Strong job by the coverage team. And the Mountaineers offense is back out on the field. This offense trying to bounce back. The last possession ended in a pick. On 1st and 10, looking to throw. Receiver looks it in.
Jaden Bray, big completion. First 10 from the 37. My eyes were kind of playing with house money right now. I didn't expect us to get to this point this season. And it's why at the end of, or before the start of the next season, we're going to up the difficulty to Heisman. That is knocked down. 3rd and 7.
Now from the 40, the offense faces a 3rd and long to keep this drive going. Looking to make a play deep downfield.
Hudson Clement, and he drops it. We had him open. He gets hit and drops it, and we are forced to punt it away here.
This will be fair caught at the 15. And the Utah offense takes the field. They reached the end zone the last time out. Trying to do the same thing here. It's the wide receiver coming in motion now.
Utah's offense back out, and we do get him on the reverse. So that's probably a jet sweep. Whatever. 2nd and 14 now. Pick up a yard.
Stopped short the marker after just a short gain.
The defense coordinator this week all week telling us about gap integrity, not giving this running back any creases at all. Really sound defense on that play.
Pressure is coming.
We actually get the SWAT. We read the screen perfectly, move towards it, and Vistierna gets the tipped pass, headed ball, if you will. One at J.J. Watt and Ed Too Tall Jones.
And the coverage team pins him in and brings him down. And the West Virginia offense is back out on the field. They were forced to punt it away last time, so let's see if they can get clicking in this possession. Fresh set of downs for the offense, 1st down. Grab down the middle. It's Fox.
Get the completion to Fox there, 2nd and 4.
Short gain there. That completion makes it 2nd and medium. Ball handed off. And he's brought down, but not before he gets 1st down yardage.
You know, offensive linemen are just a certain breed. They're always going to do
And Donaldson's going to pick up the first.
carrying the ball. I'll tell you what,
Nice little run.
they have a little bit more confidence.
Stay balanced here.
The person that's carrying the ball can break off some big-time runs. That makes them block just a little bit harder, knowing what he's potentially capable of doing.
Mountaineers with 1st and 10 here. Off the play fake, looking to throw. Oh, a sack.
Green goes down. Van Fillinger gets there for the sack. 2nd and 21 from the 33-yard line. Keep it on the option. It's really not who I needed him to pick up and block, but
Not close to 1st down yardage yet.
Oh, the read option here, and the quarterback keeps it. I thought he was going to get out and maybe take this downfield for big yards. The defense very fortunate to keep him to a shorter gain.
He's not going to get the 1st down.
field goal time.
The decision is not to go for it on 4th down. Here comes the field goal team. This try
Is missed. So the heart streak with our kicker is over.
That's a missed opportunity for some points here. The way they
And come away with nothing on that drive.
at least 3 points, but instead he shanks it.
4. Decent little run there.
Mixing the ball, and it's a short gain. So from the 28-yard line, it's a 3rd and manageable here. They'll run it here. Running back has the ball. Breaks loose at the 40. An explosive play.
Riker Bernard picks up the big gain.
Boy, there's nothing more demoralizing for a defense than to give up
And they
touchdown on a big run
it's
like
50
that on
into
4th
our territory
down.
now.
Got them where you want them, probably thinking that they're going to throw the ball. Instead, they run it and gash you for a huge gain on the ground.
Spinning out of the tackle.
Boy, I'm a big fan of that jet
6-yard
sweep
pickup
motion
there.
like that. It really forces a defense to stretch them out horizontally. It can create some vertical seams for this offense. They got some positive yards. Didn't quite get the first down, but I'll tell you what they've done. Planted a seed on this defense, and they better defend this style of playing moving forward.
First down.
After picking up a fresh set of downs. The Utes churn out another first down.
I knew this game was going to be tough. Utah is a really good team. And at the end of one, we are down 7.
In the lead here. And at the end of the first quarter, let's check out the stats so far.
Only had 5 passing yards, and they've had the ball for almost half as much time as we have, but
Flipped into the field, ready now for the second period. Back at it to start the quarter. Offense getting set to run a first down play. A handoff to the back. Nowhere to run up the middle.
That's a great play all around by this defense. Your first-level defenders hold their own at the point.
Utah honestly is probably playing for more than we are. I mean, a win for them guarantees them a spot in the, or guarantees them a bye in the playoff. Even with a loss, they will probably still make it. And even if we win, I don't know that we will.
Chris, you know, the spread era over the years has always grown offensively, but what I've been always impressed with defenses that really build their defense to play in space still have an ability to be sound at the line of scrimmage and defend a running game. It's exactly what we
It's
saw.
incomplete. 4th and 7 now. They are going to elect to bring the field goal unit out. He is up and good. 10-0 lead for Utah. Let's get the ball back, see if we can do something.
Snap, the hold, the kick, everything there perfect to put 3 points up here for the offense.
Makes it to the 16. That's good coverage there. And the West Virginia offense is back out on the field. No doubt the last drive was deflating. They had to settle for a field goal attempt, but missed it.
The run defense has been a little porous so far.
Off the play fake, looking to throw. Receiver makes the grab.
Jaden Bray with a nice completion.
After a big gain, this offense set up with a first down.
And we're up to the 32 now. In striking distance.
For this receiver to excel after the catch. It's early in this game. So this defense
Got him. He's sacked.
Wasn't anybody open. All we really managed to do was take some yardage off of the sack. We got it from like a 7 or 8 yard loss to a 3-yard loss. So outcome could have been a lot worse. There's 8 yards on the pickup by Donaldson. 3rd and 5.
Offense hungry to convert here on 3rd down. They don't
Just to show how much a sack can absolutely ruin a drive.
There's a shot toward the end zone.
Hudson Clement with the catch in the end zone. Touchdown, West Virginia.
Looked like a total bust there. Easy pitch and catch like you'd see in a Tuesday practice.
Yeah, that quarterback's eyes must have lit up on that play because you've got one of your players way downfield without any defender around him.
And they're able to tack on the extra point. Now they get set to kick it away. And he'll just take a knee. Drive will start at the 25-yard line. And the Utah offense takes the field. Looking to build on this lead in this possession. Had to settle for 3 last time out. Big guys up front lined up. It's first down.
Sending the blitz here. This could be bad. Probably will be.
Quarterback still with the football. And they make the stop.
Actually works out in our favor.
Down.
That's exactly how you want to defend the option. You know, the old school way is assignment football. You have to account for the quarterback, the pitch man. Here, the quarterback had really nothing other than just kind of lower his head and get as much as he could. Fortunately for the defense, it wasn't very much.
Now it's second down here. And the single back takes the handoff. The offense now facing a 3rd and long from the 26. Got to avoid a mistake here. And they'll run it. Hand it off to the running back. Jukes to get past the man. They stop him out at the 42. That's a solid gain, getting closer to midfield.
Well, 3rd down, why not hand it to your running back? He's one of the more gifted athletes on your team. You give him a chance, he's going to give you the yards that he needs, and that is a 1st down.
And bulldozing his way through.
He's at 92 yards already. We haven't been able to stop him. Our run game, the defense even more porous than theirs.
Movement before the snap, and it'll be a false start.
False start on Utah. That's going to help us.
Pretty easy call for the head coach. He will accept that penalty.
1st and 15 now.
First down here for this offense.
See what they have dialed up. I'd run it if I was them.
Pre-snap motion from the receiver. A pop
Call a little
pass.
reverse, and we're there.
Stopped right there at the line. No gain.
This is a great job of being prepared by this defense, almost anticipating this play. They're in position to bring him down for a loss.
Important second down play coming up.
2nd and 15 now.
Looking to throw. It's rising. And he's going to float this one to the right side.
What a catch.
Catch made. It's a big play.
Better at good coverage on the play, but
Yeah, you know this defense has got to be frustrated after giving up multiple
wasn't anything else he could do.
on 1st downs. There's another one. But for the offense, man, they're just playing very efficiently right now.
Off the play fake. Looking to throw on 1st down.
And it's picked off, and Cutter makes up for it this play.
Short return at the 24. What a crucial
Couldn't get this interception or the pass breakup before, but he gets it on this play.
To give the defense a chance to get in position and come up with a big turnover.
quarterback keeps the football.
He's going to run it forward for 8 yards on the option.
Ooh, that came close to breaking into the secondary and potentially a big play. Read option, the quarterback keeps it. And while he didn't get a 1st down, did get a nice chunk of yards. Really a nice tackle prevented it from going all the
We
way.
pick up the 1st down with Donaldson.
The first down to the 37. Send the back in motion. Here comes a 1st down pass attempt. Tries the right with a quick throw.
Incomplete. Okay, good.
He just missed his target.
I was a little worried when I threw it.
Second down here. Time for one more.
I had him open, but not really open enough.
Throwing again on 2nd and 10. The sure hands. It's Robinson. He's brought down quickly. A short gain gets them a few yards.
2-minute warning now, and we are at a 3rd and 5.
There's the snap, looking to throw. Receiver makes the catch. And he's brought down just
That is going to be
good job by the defense.
4th and 2. Yep, got to punt it here.
Called by the defense, their first of the half as they try to make some adjustments here. And the Mountaineers will send the punt team onto the field. And he'll kick it away now for the 2nd time. He's got him open.
2 missed tackles. I don't think we've got anybody with enough speed to catch him.
Catch him.
We don't, and that is a punt return touchdown for Utah.
Their fans are never going to forget that. Conference title on the line takes it all the way to the house.
Well, I just love to see return men get a chance to make
Utah's going to go back up by 10.
the outcome of the game, let alone a conference championship on the line. He got some great
I
blocks.
do believe they get the ball to start the
It was his
second half.
instincts and natural playmaking ability that took it into the end zone.
And from deep in the end zone, he'll bring it out. He'll be tackled at the
No such luck in the return for us.
coverage team. And the Mountaineers offense is back out on
It's incomplete. We're probably better off. Second and 10. Minute 19 left in the half. Utah up by 10. Another bad throw by Garrett.
They're backed up here, trying to make something happen on 3rd and long. Dropping back, looking to throw for the first down. That's caught. It's Fox.
Should have run sooner. We might have gotten it up the field.
Got about 5 yards of the completion, but now it's 4th down. And now the defense will call a timeout before this critical down, just to get everybody on the same page. And the returner brought down by that coverage team.
Well, a great opportunity to score here. They've got 1 timeout left.
This offense has been clicking so far.
Got to go 75 yards. But 75 yards in college is really not that bad.
Defense surrounds him. Just a short gain on that completion.
How about the arm strength from this quarterback? He really didn't have any other option than to put it right in there and give it everything that he had. Great timing and a good job of squeezing that in between the defenders.
It's 2 good plays there.
But not before a solid gain on that pass.
You managed to keep him from getting the first. The clock keeps ticking. But there's the first. And the clock will stop till they get set. And here it goes.
To the air, it's rising. Quarterback looks to his right and finds his man. Receiver brought down after a short pitch and catch. The offense calls a timeout here. That's their 3rd and final of the half. Offense getting set. 2nd down play here. Quarterback drops back from the shotgun.
I think throws that out of bounds. 3rd and 4. The 49-yard line. With the amount of time left, I would imagine it's probably 4-down territory unless they take a sack.
Quarterback drops back, probing the secondary.
And that goes out of bounds. They like to punt, which is... I don't think I would have done it from that spot on the field. My offense hasn't really been, you know, outstanding, so... Kneeling. Should not bend the knee.
One more play before they head to the locker room. And looking to throw now on 1st down. Looking for a deep completion.
Hubbard catches it, and he's got space. He is going to score. Touchdown, West Virginia, right before the half. And we're going to make it a 1-score game. Really didn't think we had that one. I'm putting a stamp on the end of his West Virginia career. A 91-yard touchdown. And it is a 3-point game going into halftime. Get back to the action, please.
He's been a total game changer. And how many top plays moments have we seen on missed tackles alone? Video game moves from one of the shiftiest players in all of college football. And with that,
He's had really our 2 big plays today.
finish to this Big 12 championship they'll be talking about for a long, long time.
The Mountaineers will kick it off to begin the 2nd half.
But unfortunately, Utah does get the ball back like I thought. So they have an opportunity to go down and match it.
To the 25-yard line. And the Utes offense takes the field. And the first play of the drive now from the 25. First play of the 3rd quarter is a
increase the amount of passing that they stick to running the ball. Yeah, he did this one there, and eventually bring Bernard down.
I know this defense worked very hard at halftime to come
First
up
and
with
10 from the
answers now
41.
to try to slow down this running back after the big first half, and he's already at it again.
And the motion by the back now
Keep in
forces
mind, we're playing this
defenses
game
to
without a
adjust.
defensive coordinator.
Grab down the middle. It's Parks. They bring him down, but that's a solid gain on the play.
We'll see if the defense stays
Trying to
in zone
increase
and
my
the
coach
offensive
prestige
coordinator
just a little
if they
bit.
can change things up on this drive and get a little bit more aggressive.
On 1st and 10 here, looking to throw the ball. The pocket breaking down.
Hit as he throws, and it goes at 2nd and 10.
You know, I talk to defensive coordinators all over the country, and they're quick to point out the term affecting the quarterback. They kind of almost get offended when you want to talk to them about sacks. Sometimes it's just about getting into his face,
No.
affecting his vision. It's exactly what they did right here.
Come up on 3rd down. Solid drive. Defense trying to get off the field here. Running back with the football. Gets some space around the 30.
Big game,
Brought
but he
down
gets
to the
smacked by
22.
Burks.
1st down, very near the red zone now.
I love this unconventional call by the offensive coordinator. 3rd and medium, a lot of times you're thinking about throwing the football, but instead they're able to run the ball with great execution, and they pick up the 1st down.
Keep it on the ground. There's the handoff. Try to run it up the middle, but get nothing.
Well, the back just had nowhere to go. How about the defensive line? They eat up all the blocks up front, freeing those linebackers up to be able to make the play. Just a bad play all around for this offense.
Back to throw. It's Rising. The tight end has got it.
Well, this is what
3rd
coaches love
and
to see. A
inches.
quarterback with the ability to read the defense properly and then just get it to the open man. Sometimes it
We'll
sounds
see
simple, but it's
how they
tough to
play
do.
this. I think if I was them, I'd just
Good
take
recognition
points.
by the quarterback. Then he gets it down to the tight end. You can see what he can do after the catch.
We do make a good
Stafford
job
defense
stopping
trying
him
to
there.
stuff it from this angle. I don't think he got the
And
first
they do
down.
bring the field goal
So
unit
now
out.
on comes the field goal unit. No problem. Knocks
Is
it
up
down
and
for
good, 20-14.
It's a nice kick here to polish
Utah's
up
going to
the
extend its
drive. Get
lead.
at least 3 points up on the board.
They come away with 3 points on the drive, and now the kickoff team will boot it away. He's going to bring this out a few yards deep in the end zone. And he's tackled at the 21. That's where the drive will start. And the Mountaineers offense is back out on the field. Last possession, a one-play lightning strike with the big touchdown pass. Can the defense make adjustments here? They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. Running through the tackle. Pressured and
Green is going to go down. The 3rd sack of the game for Utah. And we have yet to bring down
on their own 8-yard line now.
Rising. Of course, they have not been passing very much either, so that's part of the reason.
The handoff here, looking to throw it. He's moving out of the pocket. Scrambling now.
Threw it a little harder than needed.
He's got an open man downfield, and it's
Clemens going to get the big play.
tackle made after a big gain.
The defense is spread.
We ran this last week against, or last game against Texas Tech. It worked really well.
Here's a throw underneath.
Not so much here. Do get 2 yards.
Quickly, not much of a gain on that completion. Offense getting set. It's 2nd down. The back's got it.
Donaldson breaks a tackle, carries the guy to the 41, and we pick up the 1st.
Just a great play by the running back here, finding his lanes and then exploding through the gap when it opened up.
On 1st down, they'll keep the running game churning.
Donaldson gets brought down there.
Clears him for no gain.
Chris, textbook job by the defense surrounding the runner.
Let's see if we can get Bray open on this little wheel route.
Bounce to the outside.
Or, it's not really a wheel, I guess it's a fade.
He'll look to throw it.
He wasn't open, and we nearly got sacked, so
He took a hit as he threw the football.
it is what it is.
They come to the line, a long way to go for the 1st down, but needing this crucial conversion right now. Got him for a sack.
Nobody got open enough, and we can do it again.
Leaders of this defense.
Tool with the sack that time.
Will send their punt team onto the field.
Game's not out of reach, but we really kind of needed points of some kind there.
Touchback. And
recording this, I've got one of the preseason games for the NFL on, and saw their whack ass new onside kick rules. You can only kick an onside kick in the fourth quarter, and you have to declare what you're doing before the play. That defeats the whole purpose of an onside kick. They're not designed to be recovered by the kicking team. It's the element of surprise that gets it. I don't understand. And it's not like teams were doing it that frequently anyway. Like, seriously, who asked for that rule change?
He'll hand it off. Tackle's made, but not before he makes the 43-yard line. This drive is going now.
Boy, another nice gain by this back. He has had a beautiful day today, running the football, just kind of in that zone, and a big reason why they have a nice lead.
Switching the games now because I just realized the Cowboys game is on. And I'd much rather watch that than the Colts and the Broncos. I don't really want to watch that game in the regular season.
And it's Utah in the lead here. We've reached the end of 3. Time is running out to cut into the lead. Let's take a look at the game sets before we move on.
Entering the fourth quarter here, we are down by 6.
Going to make the crucial plays to take home this W. How aggressive do you get on 1st and 10? And now the running back's got it again. And the senior able to make the stop after a short gain.
Now I like the run play here, and offensively at this point in the game, you want to remain in that attack mode first, while also staying in bounds and working that clock.
There's the handoff.
Nice stop there, 3rd and 6.
Well, this defense understands the magnitude of this drive right here. That's back-to-back plays.
See if they're going to actually pass out of this or not.
Now it's 3rd down. Can they apply some more pressure to try to get this off?
I kind of want to be aggressive and send a defensive back blitz, so we're going to.
Dropping back, looking to throw for the 1st down. Catch hauled in.
He threw it into heavy traffic, and
Stopped at the 43. This offense
they made a good play.
Well, the defense gets these guys to 3rd down. They got a chance to get them off the field, and instead they give up the 1st down. So the clock will continue to move, and the defense is really at the mercy of
Trey Lance is getting the start for Dallas.
Defense stops him, but that's a solid gain.
Boy, is this guy fun to watch or what? Here we are in the 4th quarter, critical down in distances, and this guy is just churning out yards the way he has most of this game, showing a lot of physicality.
Maybe he's not getting the start. They're just showing him warming up. I don't know. Big sack there. Our first of the game brings up 3rd and 11. That's Tyron Bradley, the senior.
On this play. They come up with a sack. Quarterback really didn't have much of a chance at all. Lucky he just held on to the ball.
Possibly the most important game of his college career.
Drops back, looking to throw for it on 3rd down. And he's going to fling it deep, going for it all here.
He switched on to Turnham. We may have screwed that up. Hot for a touchdown. It is now a 2-score game. So Utah's going to attempt to go for 2 here.
Does a great job towards the back line there. Doesn't go out of bounds. Goes up into the air and gets that 1 foot down. That's good. That's a score.
We missed the tackle, and they get in. 28-14. 7.5 minutes left. We've got time. We've got a big play offense.
Return starts from inside the 5. Not much on the return. They'll stop him at the 24. Good coverage. The West Virginia offense is back out on the field. The last time they were forced to punt it away. Can they get points out of this possession? Here's the first play of the drive now, set up at the 24. Out of the shotgun, he hands it off.
Can't have too many of those plays, but it's not too early to call off, or it's not too late to call off the run game. I mean, he gets a catch on the screen or on the slant, and he's gonna find some room down at the 43. Green at 300 yards now, nearly 200 receiving yards for Clement. Jaden Bray has kind of been a non-factor today. Managed to get back to the line of scrimmage, so not technically a sack, but still wasn't great. breaks off the first tackler, but not the second.
Well, that takes the wind right
3rd and
out of the sails.
24.
This offense is trying to
Depending on
figure out
where
how
we
to
get
get
this,
back
we
on
may
track
be
in
in.
this game. And another
Actually, we're
quarterback
probably in
sack.
4-down territory anyway.
And he's looking to make a big play downfield. This one is broken up and falls incomplete.
Well, that's not what you want to see as an offense when you're trailing late in a football game.
Green actually put that ball in a really
Third
good
down and
spot. The
long.
defender just
It's a
made a
bit of a risk.
good
And with
play
the
to
clock looking the way it looks right now, I think
stop
you
it.
got to go for it here and hope to convert.
And here comes a deep shot.
Jaden Bray. No, he can't come up with it.
Stop with his defense on 4th down.
5 minutes left.
This football game
I
can
don't
be
want to say that it's
exciting.
over, but I think it is over, ladies and gentlemen. Our offense can only muster,
Execution.
as of now, 2 touchdowns.
Quick throw. That's an
If they score again, it's definitely over.
and he's shoved out of bounds by the defense. Short.
And I think they'll be able to take a bunch of time off the clock.
Getting set up. Here's 2nd down. Movement here from the tight end. Play action fake. Looking to throw. Short pass finds the tight end.
Push him out of bounds, 3rd and 2.
Not much of a gain there.
So getting out of bounds on the last 2 plays was very helpful to us, but we've got to get the stop here.
Can he get there on the ground?
We do, 4th and 2.
Line for no gain.
They are going to go for a long field goal, but I do think I saw that their kicker has like 94 kick power, which is probably one of the highest in the.
It's a fake. Can he get
They fake it.
hoping to use the elements
They don't get it. Oh my goodness, that was almost disastrous.
took a shot, but the gamble doesn't work, and that decision will be questioned. They pass on the field goal try. And the West Virginia offense is back out on the field. Last time they gambled and lost. Went for it in 4th down in their territory and got stopped. Physical defending. That one falls incomplete. Brings up 2nd down.
Guys on the outside are really getting open, and we're not stretching the field, getting stuff open over the middle either.
And they get him down after the completion. And that completion, Kirk, puts him over 300 yards.
4-down territory the rest of the way.
Anytime a quarterback has a day like this, really, it all has to.
It's pulled in. Completion on a diving catch.
I love to see this team fighting the way they are. Picking up a first down on that 3rd down shows you they still believe. They still think they got a shot to come back and compete in this game.
And the defense swarms. Not much of a gain on that completion. 2nd down after that short completion. And the quarterback drops back looking for an open man. That's reeled in. It's Robinson.
Do pick up the first down there. I think it was kind of a generous spot, but we'll take it.
That's a nice pickup there. They find some space in the zone and pick up the first down.
Yeah, really nice call here, Chris, to be able to pick up this first down on this drag route. The quarterback does a nice job of being patient, waiting for that window to
A little short, and they're able to knock it away.
put it right on the money for the receiver to have a chance to not just catch
2nd and 10 now, 2:06 left in the game.
2nd down here. Time for perhaps just one more play before the 2-minute warning.
It's not where I really meant to throw it. We are very lucky that wasn't picked.
This offense needing
I meant to hit X, and I hit Y.
ball back. So the offense getting set. This is not where you want to be against this defense. 3rd and long. Here's a wide
It's Jaden Bray.
complete.
Keep him quiet forever.
But a big chunk of yardage on the play.
This is a big conversion by this offense. They're down now in the second half. Probably limited opportunities at this point in the game. Every chance you get your hands on the ball, you need points. They keep this drive alive right here.
It's incomplete. He was hit as he threw. Good pass rush there on 1st down. Looking to throw again. He's running out of time here. They trap him and sack him back at the 10.
6th sack of the game for Utah. Their defensive line, I knew was going to be a problem, and it has been.
As much time as possible. On 3rd and goal, he's going to try to throw for it. Oh, and it's batted down by the defense.
4th and goal now.
Play to deny a touchdown.
This is for all the marbles.
Nice job by the quarterback. I know it didn't pan out, but the most
Big
important
12
thing is
title
they didn't turn the football over.
on the line.
They didn't take a second.
Possible spot in the college football playoff on the line.
If they opt for the field goal here on 4th down.
He gets the touchdown, and that's Jaden Bray.
Touchdown, Mountaineers. So the important touchdown, Kirk, but that was just the first part. Now they got to execute the onside kick, hope for a break, and score again.
kind of wish I would have used that timeout when I did.
Now you hope that your kicker, after all the practice that he's got on that side field, hope they're all by himself. You hope that it pays off and he can make this ball bounce just at the right moment where they can recover it.
Bringing it out, it's Stanley. Solid coverage there. They get him at the 15. That's where the offense will take over. And the Utah offense takes the field. Can they play keep away here? Just protect this lead in the final 2 minutes.
We can all assume that they're running the ball
Now backed up at the
the
15.
rest of the way. Bring a 3rd and long.
Use the running game to chew on this clock now. They'll stop him behind the line for a loss of 1.
Take the timeout.
It's the defense that calls timeout here, trying to get organized and preserve as much clock as possible. So behind the 6, 2nd and long from their 14. Same tailback, another carry.
It's Reed Carrico coming up and making an impact.
Now a timeout taken by the defense, trying to preserve as much clock as possible.
3 tight end set. They're probably running.
Here. 3rd and very long inside your own.
If they pass, we may be in trouble, but
risk do you take? You know this defense could be very
they don't.
aggressive at this moment. And he will be stuffed for
They're not going to be able to run the clock all the way out.
Well, these are the kind of
Obviously, have no timeouts, but we're going to end up with about 40 seconds to go down and try and tie it up.
plenty of touches, so you've got to make sure this half is different than how
Farmer
things have gone
on the return.
But he's got some space here.
He does manage to get us across the 50, so we've only got to go 48 yards. It's not impossible.
And the Mountaineers offense is back out on the field. So here we go. They need a touchdown. Got a little time to work with. How will they play this situation? And he'll loft it to the end zone.
I don't think that was the best place to go, but it doesn't matter. Hudson Clement came down with it. Touchdown. Mountaineers, I can't believe it. I thought we were out of it. I thought the game was over. Our defense stepped up big. Offense stepped up even bigger. And just like that, we have a chance to tie it with this extra point. Don't do anything stupid, and it is good. We had 38 seconds. All we needed was 6. Now the question becomes: did we score too soon? Utah's got all 3 of their timeouts, and they've got all 3 of their timeouts. They have 32 seconds left. That's plenty of time to score.
Now, do you call it conservative play and just wait for overtime, or try to make something happen and win it in regulation? First down play call coming up. How aggressive will it be?
This is a good offense. I don't know how good of a big play offense it is. They're doing that. They're playing for overtime, apparently. So it looks like the Big 12 title game will be decided. Oh, hey, they called a play. Ooh, that could have been bad. The Big 12 title game is going to be decided in overtime. We've had some close games this season. Game 1 against Penn State, Oklahoma State game, Arizona, Cincinnati was close. West Virginia has won the toss. We are going to elect to go and play defense first. Really doesn't matter where you defend from here. So, college overtime rules. Each team gets possession from the 25, no matter who scores. After those periods of time, then it switches to 2-point conversions, and you play it out until somebody doesn't get one. Basically. They get it to the 2. spread.
Keep it on the ground, trying to power in for the
And
touchdown.
they get in. Bernard gets the touchdown.
To take the lead in overtime. And now the extra
But the
point.
extra point does matter.
7-point game in overtime.
I think we're starting to kind of see a theme here, Chris, today. That's his
And it
second
is up and
touchdown.
good.
The offensive line doing their job, and he's doing
So now we get the ball at the 25.
reading the defense, finding the hole, and being able to pick up big yards and touchdowns.
They are bound and determined to have us throw it deep. Or the 25.
Pressure on this offense. They must answer with a touchdown to stay in this game.
Although,
First play of the drive, looking to throw the football.
oh, that was nearly picked. That would have been the game.
Just too much on that ball. So second down after the incompletion.
I took a calculated risk, but my math was a little off.
Looking to scramble. And now trapped behind the line. It'll be a
Another
short
sack.
loss. So a challenging
Third and 11. They are pressing Robinson, Ray, and Clement at the line of scrimmage.
Back here on third down. Here's a shot toward the end zone. Oh, it's in.
They do a nice job recovering on him.
Hang on to the interception. Would have been huge. Does bring
4th and 11. I shouldn't have been trying to go for the end zone. I should have just tried for the first.
fourth down play with the game
That's
on the
all I
line.
need right now.
Gets a stop, and he's going to fling it deep, going for it all here.
But it's on the 1 yard line.
He's got him, but he easily makes the first down.
We got
Drive keeps going.
exactly what we needed, which was the first.
So needing to reach the end zone to keep this game alive. It's first and goal now. Here's the handoff on first and goal. And it's a touchdown.
And the easy run
Extra point away from double OT. Or
gets us the touchdown. 7 sacks today for Utah. We should not be in this game. They're winning the turnover battle. They're winning the sack battle. I don't know if they're winning the time of possession battle or not. Okay, so yeah, now it switches and we get... Okay, yeah, so we get 2 possessions from the 25. We go offense first. So the reason I picked defense first, we probably talked about this in our last overtime game, is I wanted to know exactly what I needed to do. You know, if we give up the field goal, okay, I just need to pick up a... I just need to get the field goal to tie it up. If they don't score, then I know, okay, I know again, okay, I just need a field goal. But since we saw them get the touchdown, then we knew, okay, it's 4-down territory. We have to get into the end zone. You can't really afford to be in 4-down territory because you can't give up points. You know, like, okay, if we don't get this here, unless it's like 4th and inches, which is not another touchdown for Clement. He wants to go out on top. They're telling us to go for 2. Oh, I don't know.
You know, the receiver's coming up with a lot of these touchdowns, but I really want to focus in on this quarterback.
Okay, we've had good success with the Wildcat. Jet sweep. Jaheim White is getting it. Entire offense is hot other than him.
Anytime you're making good decisions and you're making accurate throws,
It's the outside. We don't get in. I should have cut up field sooner, but I didn't think we'd get it. And that could come back to bite us. Utah knows they need a touchdown and an extra point, and that's it.
First down, looking to
Wilson with the big hit there.
Down after a short gain, that's not going to be first down yardage. Second down after that completion. There's the snap, and he's looking to throw. Tries to avoid the rush and just gets
Nice
rid
hit
of it.
there.
It's incomplete. He was hit as he threw that time, and now third down
Third.
coming up. So a challenging third down play. They need a first down
We are
or
2
a
plays away from
touchdown
being
to
the
get this
Big
game
12
going.
champions.
On third down, he drops to throw, and he'll loft it to the end zone.
Harnu,
Close
the
to
man leading our team in interceptions, can't get one more, so they get another shot.
play now. So here we have a challenging fourth down play with the game
By all means, though, if you can't get the interception, do knock it incomplete. I don't know why. That's why they get. Why are they going for 2?
Well, they did the tough
Do
part
they
there
have?
by
Do you
converting
have
the
to?
touchdown. The game is tied. Now, of course, the rule
Oh, you
when
might
it's
have to.
overtime, you
Okay.
gotta go for 2. Let's see what their favorite 2
I
points
think that's what it is. I think you have to go for 2 in this situation.
Play action fake, looking to throw.
Surely, because why on earth would they
And he gets
go for it and they get it? It
inside.
didn't matter.
Win in overtime.
Oh, we got him here, but we couldn't
To overtime.
finish it out.
Come up short. It's a heartbreaker.
43-41.
Yeah, I think we both thought that this game was
Utah
really close.
is
I don't know if we would have been able to guess
the
that
Big 12 champion, and Hudson Clement,
even when the
despite
numbers
being on the losing team, is the Big 12 player of the game.
that really decided
8 catches, 264 yards, 4 touchdowns, including both touchdowns at overtime.
Chris Fowler. And this has been another presentation.
He's played like a man possessed the last 2 weeks. Despite the loss, he should hold his head high. He's been incredible these last few weeks. We'll be back. This isn't our last one. But honestly, like, if I'm being realistic, I'm pretty happy that we lost in the Big 12 title game. Because now we have something to build towards next season, you know? If we would have won and then ended up in the playoff, it's like, oh, okay, well, we did all of this in season 1. What really is there to look forward to in year 2 other than, we're losing a bunch of starters? Micah Bernard had 146 yards rushing. Damian Alford had 107 receiving and a touchdown. Let's look at our defense, look at our stats, see how everybody. That's not passing. Garrett Green, 26 for 43, 5 touchdowns, and 1 interception. We also gave up a punt return touchdown, and I think that can be understated. Because obviously it mattered. Being sacked 7 times also didn't help. Clement 264 and 4. Jaden Bray 103 and 1, so he's still 8 today. Blocking, who gave up all the sacks? Xavier Bosley. Jaquay Hubbard gave up 1. Wyatt Milam gave up 1. Ben Cutter with 16 tackles. Reed Carrico had 12. Anthony Wilson had 11. 1 sack. It was Tyron Bradley, and then Ben Cutter got our lone interception. TFL's Mulba had 3. Carrico, again, on 1 today. He got 3. So, Utah will be getting a first-round bye in the college football playoff after winning the Big 12 title. We will be playing in a bowl game. I'm not sure which one, but we will be playing in one. We finished the season 8-5. Well, not technically, because we still have a bowl game. Did we get any commits after that? We did not. Lane Demas has narrowed down his top 3 schools. We're still up there. We have leveled up to level 10. Hooray. It was the Big 12 Offensive Player of the Week in a losing effort. Oh, you hate to see it. He was also the National Offensive Player of the Week. Jalen Milroe wins the Heisman. 3,000 yards, 31 touchdowns, 4 picks. Jaden Bray, best receiver award, 84 catches, 1,800 yards, 18 touchdowns. That's a Heisman season. I mean, come on now. Aubrey Burks, best defensive back. I don't really know how he got it over Tarnu, but whatever. Trey Lathan, best linebacker. So we are getting the awards. We will be playing Stanford in the Union Home Mortgage Gasparilla Bowl. We won one non-conference game, and that was against an FCS school. Okay, we're not taking any job offers, but let's just see who is offering. Auburn is offering us a DC job, offensive coordinator for Illinois, OC for Michigan State, and the head coach at Washington State. So I'm good on that. Before we get out of here, let's get a defensive coordinator hired. So we've got the defensive coordinator from Charlotte, who has a New England pipeline. The head coach at Southern Miss, who's got interest from Michigan State and Cincinnati. He does have the same defense that we do. Kaliko Roseboom, who also has the same defensive scheme we do. He's got interest from Illinois, Georgia Tech, and Cincy. He changes up the defense. The head coach at North Texas, he's got that Hawaii pipeline, okay? Tidewater. What is Tidewater? C Prestige. It's still better than what we had. C minus. C. B. Well, if we can scoop up him as our DC, that'd be great. Because then our coaching prestige would go up by quite a bit. Obviously, it's not a sure thing that we. Not a sure thing by any means that we get him, but we're gonna try. He's got an offer from Wisconsin, Illinois, and offer from Wisconsin is the OC, Illinois is the DC, and Arizona State is the head coach. My guess would be he either stays at North Texas or he takes the head coaching job at Arizona State, but we'll see. So, okay, so we can't do any more recruiting. So what we have said is what we have said. Connor Mast, we lost to Alabama. Patoe committed to Navy. He's gonna go serve his country, I guess. Bostic, I feel like we've lost progress on, but Gooden, we've been leapfrogged by Alabama. We're probably gonna lose out on him. Chocolate still likes us. Gore is real close to committing to Arkansas. Seymour, real close to committing to us. McGowan, Georgia's in front. Bias could go either way. Okay, you can't even offer scholarships during this period. So right now, this is what we have for recruiting. We lost out on a couple of guys that we wanted. I am excited about some of the guys we're bringing in. Richard will be a nice get for us. Oh, we can actually see the dev trade on some of these guys. Davin Reinbolt, our 4-star QB recruit, is just normal. Benchy Bale, normal. Trent Hansen, the 3-star gym athlete, is a impact. He does have 92 speed, so he's going to be a solid scrambler. Terrence Richard is impact. Nate Ilaioa is normal. Normal for Casillas. Dykes is normal. Ben Mendez, the #1 recruit in the country, has elite development. He has platinum team player, silver winning time, silver road dog, and then I think gold sidestep and bronze 360. I'm not sure. Positive on the colors. He has 94 speed, 94 agility, 91 acceleration. He's going to be an absolute monster for us this season. So we at least got the elite dev trait here and an impact on Richard. He'll probably develop pretty well because I can see him being a major threat for us. Early estimations on who wins the quarterback battle, it's probably going to come down to like overalls at the end of the season. Overalls at the start of next season. Ryan Bolt does have a lot of mental, or has 3 mentals, 3 abilities. Hansen is a little less. Some of these dev traits kind of bum me out. Our 4-stars don't really have big time dev traits. But maybe we'll get some out of these other guys that we're real close on. Like Demas. I don't think we'll get Lanier. Chocolatey to have a good development trait because, like, with that name, I want him to become an absolute legend. Okay, so finished the regular season and the conference championship game 8-5. We didn't go down in ranking, which I think is fair. We played a really good game in that, and we lost to a better team. It is what it is. Heisman winner was Jalen Milroe. Jaden Bray actually ended up finishing 4th in Heisman voting. So let's look at the other awards, see where anybody else plays. Bray was 4th for National Player of the Year, and that ended up being how the Heisman race finished out. Head Coach of the Year went to Greg Lynn at Liberty. Ken Miranda from Tulane was 2nd, and Caleb Bowers at Syracuse was 4th. That's all fair. I think all of that is legitimate. They were, those are non-Power 5s, and they got their team into the playoff. Syracuse not expected to get there, and they did. Texas State finished 9-3. We weren't even in the conversation. We would have won the Big 12, probably would have been. Best quarterback ended up going to Jalen Milroe, which makes sense since he won the Heisman. We'll see if he ends up going pro or not. Junior Tafuna, the defensive tackle from Utah, wins Best Defensive Player. Trey Lathan finished 4th. Reed Carrico finished 9th. Shoutouts to him. Look at the clean sweep on the best DB. Aubrey Burks 1st, Anthony Wilson 2nd, Kekara Tarnu 3rd, Aiden Garnes 4th, and then Jacoby Spells down here in 10th. Hell yeah. Best running back, Donaldson actually finished 7th. Jaden Bray wins best receiver, as he should have. Best defensive lineman, Junior Tafuna. We wouldn't have had anybody in the running on that. Senior quarterback of the year went to Carson Beck. Chandler Morris was the runner-up. Cameron Rising ended up being 10th. Best defensive end, Philip Lee from Troy. That's the next to Marcus Ware. Best interior lineman. Okay, so Georgia puts 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 in the race. Alabama had 2 in the race. Michigan had 2. USC with 1, and Ohio State with 1. Best tight end. We weren't gonna have anybody here. Xavier Caute from North Texas finishing 12th. It's kind of wild. Like, if you look at his overall, he's a 70. The next lowest person is, I think, gonna be it's Michael Trigg at Baylor, and he's an 81. Assistant coach of the year, nobody. Best linebacker, Lathan did win the award. Carrico ended up finishing 2nd. Best center, best kicker, best punter, best returner. Rick Darius Farmer was 2nd on that. See if we can maybe get him some offensive snaps next season. Dijon Stanley, who returned a punt against us in the Big 12 championship game, ends up winning it. That could have been the deciding factor, honestly. But there were the awards. All-Americans. Let's see if we had any. We should have. Jaden Bray, first team All-American at wide receiver. I don't know how we had the best defensive back and he didn't. How did none of our defensive backs make first team All-American? And Lathan didn't either. Second team All-American. This voting system is flawed. Freshman All-American team. I don't know if we had how many freshmen we had. None apparently. Oh. Real talk, y'all. Taylor Starling is a monster. He finished his career at North Texas with me with like 20 interceptions. And he went pro as a junior. Okay, let's look at the Big 12 All-Americans. Jaden Bray, wide receiver, 1. Wyatt Milam, the left tackle. Aubrey Burks does make All Big 12. CJ Donaldson, second team All Big 12. Doug, where's the love to my linebackers? They win awards, but nothing else, apparently. It is what it is. Awards don't matter. Wins do. USC kicked the crap out of Michigan in the Big Ten championship game. Okay, so that's what we... Let's go look at scores and schedules from last week. Okay, Conference Championship week. Liberty beat Kennesaw State. We lost to Utah. Miami beat Toledo. App State beat Troy. Tulane did beat North Texas in a close game. Boise State beat Colorado State. Georgia beat South Carolina. Boston College beat Syracuse. And then USC beat Michigan. Wait, what? Syracuse can't have got 8-0 in the... Does that not count? Well, actually, we can figure this out. No, okay. Conference championship games don't count in your conference record. Makes sense. So, the college football playoff is going to be The byes go to Georgia, USC, Utah, and Boston College. Interesting group. I see exactly one of those teams getting a bye in the college football playoff. Utah, I think, is good enough that they could make the playoff, especially in the expanded format, but I don't see them getting a bye. First round, Miami. Realistically, don't see them making it in real life. Michigan, yes, we'll probably make it. Liberty and Tulane. Probably one of them does make it. I don't know which of the two, but one of them probably will. Baylor won't make it in real life. Syracuse won't. Oregon will, probably. And then Oregon State. Ooh, look at the rivalry. So the first round, you're going to have rivalries one way or the other. So you got Oregon State, and then the winner of that will play USC for a Rose Bowl rivalry. They really gave USC home field advantage in the first round of the playoffs. Like, true home field advantage. And then if Baylor beats Syracuse, there's a Big 12 matchup. And then Miami, Michigan. If Miami beats Michigan, that could be a ACC matchup in the Peach Bowl. We'll see how it goes. In case there's any interesting bowl matchups, I guess we'll look at that. North Texas is playing App State in the Frisco Bowl. Kennesaw State ended up with a losing record but made a bowl game. Toledo and Louisiana in the Cure Bowl. FIU and Boise State in the New Mexico Bowl. Las Vegas Bowl is BYU and Penn State. The 68 Ventures Bowl goes to Kent State and Texas State. The famous Idaho Potato Bowl is between South Alabama and Nevada. California and USF in the Boca Raton Bowl. The Detroit Bowl is between Ohio and Maryland. New Orleans Bowl, Notre Dame and UConn. So UConn was the team I was originally going to do for this, for a Dynasty, and I didn't. And I decided to go with West Virginia, who was going to be the team for a long time. But and this UConn ends up in a bowl game, so that's the Independence Bowl, basically. Hawaii does make the Hawaii Bowl against Kentucky. So home field advantage there. We're in the Gasparilla Bowl against Stanford. It's kind of neat. I would like to play Stanford. It's a fun matchup. Arizona and Nebraska in the Independence Bowl. Armed Forces Bowl is Ole Miss and Wyoming. Texas Bowl was between South Carolina and Oklahoma State. That should be a good game. UAB and NC State in the Military Bowl. Rice and Tulsa in the First Responder Bowl. Tech and Navy in the Liberty Bowl. LSU and Pittsburgh in the Birmingham Bowl. Obviously hoping LSU wins there. Louisville and Indiana in the Holiday Bowl. K-State and Fresno State in the Guaranteed Rate Bowl. Memphis and A&M in the Camellia Bowl, whatever that is. Pop-Tarts Bowl. UCF and Florida State, those lucky bastards. How do I get into the Pop-Tarts Bowl? Iowa and Iowa State in the Alamo Bowl. Duke's Mayo Bowl is Clemson and Kansas. Sun Bowl is Colorado and Western Michigan. Music City Bowl, Arkansas and Purdue. That could be a fun game. The Arizona Bowl is Bowling Green and UTSA. Okay. The most high-profile ReliaQuest Bowl matchup ever. Alabama and Ohio State. Okay. Two of the overall-wise best teams in NCAA 25 in the ReliaQuest Bowl. Temple in Florida in the Citrus Bowl. And the Tax Slayer Gator Bowl is between Texas and North Carolina. North Carolina can tend to sim pretty good. They won a national championship in my North Texas Dynasty. But yeah, so there's the breaks, I guess. In the next episode, we will we will play the Gasparilla Bowl for our first bowl game. And then the episode after that, we will do the entirety of the offseason. Finish up our recruiting, handle the transfer portal, and just see how it all shakes out. Hopefully, we can do a lot to improve our team. We still got a bunch of recruits up in the air. I'm fairly happy with our recruits. I wish their overalls or their depth traits would have turned out a little bit better. Specifically on Reinbold, that's a little disappointing for him, and kind of puts him further back for winning the starting job next year. How many top 50 recruits have we landed already? Just 3. 3 top 50 recruits, and then 5 top 100 recruits. Demas would be another top 100 recruit if we can land him. Lanier, same thing. Bostic, same thing. Gooden, same thing. Gore, same. Seymour is just outside the top 100. Chocolatey, I really just want for the name. Like, that is what it is. But y'all have heard enough from me. I will see you guys in the next one. This is Friar Chuck saying bye-bye.